Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the Seahawks' 8-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
On the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Flushed out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Fights him off. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10.
That's all you got.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
On the carry.
Chris Carson, 89 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Texans nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up, and pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Pulled in at the 24. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Johnson running right. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards that time on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Fairbairn to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run it with Carson. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. 37 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
To DK Metcalf. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
DK Metcalf, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Watson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Dang, man, I guess we're looking at the wrong side right
here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 27. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 54. Mike 54. Coming. Check 31. Check 31. 20 points down. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. Howell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
On the tackle.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. He's back to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage. Back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Will Disley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Texans.
So we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.